3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready? 10 low row. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Let's go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Griffin to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Let's go.
To throw again, Griffin. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Come on,
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the slap. Get it.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Watch 24. Line 52. Y'all not ready. Chef.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 52. Come on. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the middle. Flare. Hey, Mike 52. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Play action. Allen. He's going to air one out. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check it back. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Eluding the pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Gurley. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Alert, alert, alert! Shoot, shoot, shoot!
Allen off the play fake. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
The Dolphins take
Get
over
ready,
first
get ready,
and 10
get ready!
at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 26, check 26. Yo, 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 go, go. Ready, ready.
They will run with Grant. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
70, Indy. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill, 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 kill. Yep. Kill, kill, kill. '49's the mic, Mike. Hey, exit. Hey, check, check. Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Set. Dirty base. 49. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Mike's 49. Look, squeeze. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, check 24. Hey, zoom. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Arnie. Hit it.
Griffin. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a first down past the 30. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. No.
From the gun, it's Allen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Jim. Check your hot read. Alert. Hey, Echo. Play.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Round 80. 56. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. It's the Bravo. It's the part of that. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Let's go. 552. Let's go, D.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Alert. Checkmating now. Stop. Hey, Mike 52. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Switch gears, switch gears. Hey, tight. Hey, seam 6. Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
52's the mic, boys, 52. You can't block me.
Again, they'll throw without him. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Haywood.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen to throw once more. Open man, here's Foster. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the whip.
Half 85, half 85.
Mike back two.
I can't believe they let you play.
Topper. Check. Kill.
Allen going to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Gun. 52's the mic. Check. 22 jet bomber.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On the ball. Switch.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Come on, let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Here's Griffin. And he's got his man on the out route. 20. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give right side. It's Grant.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 46-yard line.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it.
He's coming, double up.
Smooth. Hard.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here it out.
Out of the gun, Griffin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Check.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double time, double time. Watch 88, watch 88.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Leo! Fight!
Here's Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
Go 58's the money. Get him. 58, boys.
Hit it.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Griffin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Here's Gurley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
You draw quarter. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jumper. Slap. Alert.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me. Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
So that'll back him up 5. This one is right through. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now, protein spill. Gone.
Now it's Griffin. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Go. Roll out. Tighten up. Get it.
Now Griffin. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A great Monday night. Up the weekend football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. The running game fully in sync, 1 to 11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
61, match box.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the shit!
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
On the ready.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This time, Griffin will throw. Now a desperation. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Buffalo, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the